Question: how useful are the hot topics for passing QP Module 12 Business Finance? Hi, welcome to Capital & Financial and myself, Mark Baines. I'm the senior dedicated lecturer at Capital & Financial and the leading #1 trusted choice for the Big Four, not only for QP Module 12, but their final level capstone students also. I'm famous in terms of my notes and my tuition methods, and I've taught many prize-winning students. How do I get those prizes? Well, this is what you guys would get on my actual course. First of all, there's my famous tailor-made set of notes. You only get those if you enroll on my actual course. And they contain many examples, the most important exam questions, and I actually use my own recommended exam solutions so you guys can better understand how to write your answers, how to score the marks, how to pass the exam, and maybe even how to actually win a prize. We go through topic by topic. So I introduce, for examples, first education, then we go straight to the exam questions and revise. It's the most efficient, effective way to build up your knowledge and actually pass this actual exam. And not only does the course include the same notes, the same course as what the Big Four get, but you also get additional bonus tuition on things like difficult, technical, or hotly tipped exam areas. Now, QP Module 12 is quite wide. You'll see, look, we've got 16 chapter areas just here, and we've had very wide tested exams. Look, you can see here 12 chapters were examined in one exam sitting. So you have to be on top of the knowledge of many of these exam areas. Yes, there are popular areas. You can see here strategy is popular, chapter 1. Financial management is called business finance, this QP Module 12. That's popular as well. Debt finance, equity finance. Ethics is very popular as well. And then more recently, things like ESG, sustainability, that's getting popular also. But you hear about the hot topics. So how popular are the actual hot topics? How useful are they to passing the actual exam? Well, I'll tell you what, let's start off first with June 2025. Here, there was 8 hot topics on 8 of the 16 chapter areas. Generally, 2 are a big waste of time. So you spend time on these, they weren't tested. So look, you can see 6 out of 8 were tested. And if we add up all the marks of those 6 or those 8 hot topics area, those make up 72 marks. Now that is the highest I've ever seen on QP Module 12. Normally it's not as high as that. You will see, look, there was 28 marks which were untipped. So if you'd only focused on the hot topic areas, you may well have struggled with those other untipped areas just there. But let me show you the more recent one. This is one of the lowest I've seen. This is December 2025. This time now, not 8 hot topics, only 7. But look, again, 2 not tested again. So 2 were a waste of time. And these are quite technical areas. Business failure is quite technical, so that would have been a big waste of time. Also short-term, medium-term financial management, that would have wasted students' time as well. But look, if we add up all of the marks here of the tipped areas, look at this. 57%. That means that 43% of your exam was on untipped areas. And this is where you have to be very careful that if you only focus on the tipped, you're not going to have enough marks to be able to get a good pass in the actual exam. And this is what I'm saying here. Look, this would be a little summary of the hot topics. 2 will always be a waste of time. Which 2? We never know. Very difficult to predict that. But look, if you've studied the full syllabus, if you've gone through as I do on the course, topic by topic, chapter by chapter, you only need 50% to pass. If you focus only on the hot topics, let's say they've covered, let's say 65% of the actual exam. Now to get those 50 marks to pass out of those 65, it now means you need 77% to pass. You're going to make the job a lot harder. So here's my conclusion. Only focusing on the hot topics, you're going to make it much more difficult to pass. Instead, if you're listening to this video now, you need to start early, you need to cover the full syllabus, and don't wait for the hot topics. It's too late by then. Look, here's my set of notes. They're around about 600 pages. We introduce things like mind maps. We then start getting into detail, knowledge, examples, and then we do exam question practice as we go through topic by topic. So look, we cover learning, practice, revision, all in a very logical topic by topic way. Here's what some of my students say. Look, very exam focused. Lots of exercise, lots of examples, very clear, detailed explanation, good instructions. So why should you choose me and not other lecturers? Well, actually, we've got 8 good reasons here. First of all, why do you think the Big Four choose me as their number one trusted choice? I've got over 25 years experience teaching not only HICP, AQP, but many other areas and qualifications also. I've had many prize-winning students, so I've got the results. You get my notes, the same as the Big Four. And of course, the exam's in English. You need to answer in English. So doesn't it make better sense that your course should be delivered in English? If I speak a little bit too fast or you don't understand something, then the video recording service is available. You can slow the speed down. You can re-listen to the lecture. Make sure exactly you understand each and every word that I'm actually speaking and saying. I've taught many students here and I have an 80% pass rate. I teach you how to pass the exam. You should be thinking about very carefully your choice of lecturer. Last for me to say before I finish this actual video here, if you want any further information, you've got Kaplan's telephone number, their email and website. Last for me to say is thank you very much for listening and hope to see you guys on my course very soon. Thank you.